Hello, I'm Russell Eppright, creator of the DropSite Bluetooth Road Feeder controller system, and I just want to quickly show you how quick and easy it is to install this device on virtually any 12-volt road feeder. So first off, in the box, you get your road feeder controller, which is this, and then we provide you with these 3 T-tap connectors and 2 zip ties. So essentially what you're doing is you're tying into the power from the battery or the power source to the switch, and then to the positive side from the switch to the feeder motor. This is a typical switch that comes with all kinds of feeders. This happens to be a Lamco, but Spintech, most of them use the same thing. So the first thing we have to do, well, first thing you need to do is go download the app from the App Store, DropSite. Just search DropSite on the Google Store or the iPhone App Store. Download the app, and then you need to tie in to the positive and negative from the power into the switch. And I'm just going to show you real quick. The problem with these feeders is you don't know which is positive and negative. But it doesn't really matter because we can, by trial and error, figure out which is which. But this is the typical cord. It's got 2 wires here, and I just want to separate them. And I like to use a screwdriver and not a knife, because if you use a knife, you're liable to mess up the installation. So I've separated these 2 wires. This is the input wire from the power to the switch, and I'm going to put a T-tap connector on each wire. It's as simple as pulling them apart, putting the T-tap connector on like this, and then taking a pair of pliers and clamping it down. And that goes through the insulation and makes a connection there. So I've already got the T-tap connectors on this one. This is the positive and negative in, and I want to make sure I have power on, which, see, I've got power on that cord right there. And I'm going to take the red and the black, which is the positive and the negative, from the controller and put them on these T-tap connectors. I'm not sure which is which, but it doesn't matter because there's reverse polarity protection built into the controller, so it won't mess it up if it is. So now that I've connected it, I've got power on, I'm gonna look at the little viewing window, and you'll see that I've got, well, this light's flashing because I forgot to undo it, but normally you would have a solid light because it has not been connected, your app has not been connected yet. So once I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and pull my app up, and it comes up like this. So I'm going to go to settings, and I'm going to hit add new device and hit OK. There it is. I'm going to click on it. OK. Now I am hooked up. I'm going to go back, and I'm going to make sure the trigger's working. So I look at the sight glass, and when I hit the manual trigger here on the app, I'll hear a little click, and I'll see a red light saying that it is trying to turn on the feeder. That means we've got power to this, the positive out. I'm going to take that positive out, and I'm going to take the 2 wires, do the same thing, split them apart from the switch to the feeder motor, which I've already done right here, and I've got it on the right one. And so, but you're not going to know the right one unless you trace it back to the feeder. So just put it on one, put the white wire on it, and then test it with the trigger, which I'm going to do there, and this one works. If it didn't work, just take the T-tap connector off and put it on the other wire, so you can identify which is the positive, and then put a little piece of electrical tape over the cut you made in that other wire. So now we're all installed. All we've got to do is take the zip ties that we provided with it to kind of clean everything up. I like to bundle up all the wires together and then zip tie the controller to the wire bundle to keep it all nice and neat. And that's all it is. Your installation's done. You can also install these in a vehicle that has a switch built in. You just need to find the power into the switch and the power out and tap into it and connect the controller. It's a very simple device. And now you're ready to go use your modes. We'll show you in different videos how you use the different modes when you're driving around. Thanks for watching.